Hey guys, so I haven't been on here for a while and I haven't been making any videos since who knows when. The last video I've made is probably a Minecraft one. So I'm trying to get back into this channel, trying to bring it up and seeing what I can do with it. Maybe with some better content, well, hopefully better content, and trying to do something that everybody can relate to in the gaming community, more or less like a news channel and whatnot, trying to inform you guys of what's going on with the developers or games, anything that's really going on. Not just a Let's Play, because I know that that has gotten kind of stale now and nobody's really doing anymore. So I guess that's not really what I'm trying to go for anymore since nobody's really going to watch it. I mean, and if all this goes well, hopefully you guys like it. And if you guys have any suggestions, just add it in the comments below. Do anything, tell me anything that I can improve on. So here's what I got for you guys today first. Is Nintendo. They're going through some stuff with a refund policy. And if some of you have heard, is that they don't actually offer one. So let's say you buy a game, an accidental purchase, and you don't mean to buy it, you don't play it at all, you don't even download it, you can't return it at all. Nothing like that. I know that Microsoft and Sony and Steam, they all of them have a policy. Sony has their kind of theirs is different from Microsoft and Steam because Microsoft and Steam have one where you could actually download the game and keep it for 14 days and play it up to 2 hours before you can return it. So you can actually see if you like the game or not and then return it. Sony has kind of a different approach, which that's if you download the game by accident. No, I mean, you purchase the game by accident, but you don't download it. So if you only purchased it, you can still return it, but once you start downloading it, then you got to return it right away. So yeah, that's what they got. But Nintendo doesn't have one at all. So it's basically come down to that the Norwegian Consumer Council has asked Nintendo to change its policy around refunds on the eShop because as it currently stands, the council said the online store is in violation of European consumer rights. I'm going to link this down in the description, this article by gamesindustry.biz, and I'm going to put the article in the video right now as you guys can see. So it basically goes against one of their policies that they have, and what they're trying to make it do is that they want Nintendo to offer a refund policy as it stands right now, or else there's going to be a lawsuit and whatnot. All right, next is Blizzard and Activision. Now, what's going on with them is that Blizzard has just dropped esports support for Heroes of the Storm, and it seems like a lot of people are getting mad because of that. A lot of players have been dropped out of their whole team, and it kind of sucks for them because they invested money into this, and now they're not going to have really anything to go for in that. Now, Activision, if you guys have seen what's going on with Black Ops, how the Black Ops Pass is working with the whole 200 tiers or something, they cost like $1 each, and then to grind up there, it takes a while, and then. But I guess they somehow fix it a little bit, so it's not so much of a grind, but people still don't like it, and how it doesn't offer that much more than what really should have been there. And basically, what Blizzard and Activision are doing are some kind of not great things for the consumer, like all this pay to win. Well, not necessarily pay to win, more like pay to really get anything in the game. Because how it used to be is that you work on the game, you grind and all that, and you get all the items that everybody gets. Everybody has an equal opportunity now. You gotta open up your wallet, pay as much as you can just to be able to get like some sort of skin or like weapon cosmetic, which it's not so bad since it's cosmetics only, but why can't we go back to the old days of Modern Warfare 2 where you actually have to grind, we have to do all the challenges to get the skins and whatnot. But I guess it's changing now a lot more with all that stuff. And what else is going on? Diablo Immortal, if you guys have heard of that, is that new mobile game is on the works, and apparently it's taking place over Diablo 4, even though that's what the fans wanted. They wanted Diablo 4, but what Blizzard announced is Diablo Immortal, and people got really mad at that because they were all expecting Diablo 4 for the longest time, and then they just got this bad announcement. There's this bad taste in their mouth because of the whole little mobile game that they're going towards. And I think what's actually going on is that Activision is influencing Blizzard to do this because Activision, all they really care about is just the money, getting as much as they can. All they want to do is cut their losses, cut anything that's just making them not as much money as it would be their big things, and just pushing all the stuff that's the run making, their milk, their cows, basically they're money makers. That's all they want. That's all they want in any of their products, and that's what they're trying to release. That's what they're trying to influence Blizzard to do, so the way they can make the money, as much money as possible, with doing the least amount of work. Which I guess this would be making a little mobile game where everybody can access it, so that way everybody can have a chance of paying like little microtransactions for little things. Maybe it's just cosmetics, but the only reason they would be doing is mobile is because of the fact that everybody has a phone and everybody can access it. So that means everybody, there's way more of a bigger audience to pay for like the little stuff that's going on in the game. So if any of you guys have heard about Arc 2, or Atlas is what it's called, it's a game that's being released from the developers, the makers of Arc, and what it basically is more of like a pirate game, basically Arc, but just pirate themed and all that, and it's going to be more like an MMO rather than the last Arc was, which had a bunch of servers and a bunch of people in there in each server and stuff like that. And what they're trying to do is just get it so a bunch of people are on one single map, and I think that's pretty cool because I like the MMO stuff. I like playing and just seeing a bunch of people running around, and I think that's the best. But what they're trying to do is basically split the company in half. Well, not really like take away people, more like split the workload, because half of them are going to go back to Arc trying to like polish up some of the details, the bugs, anything like that. They're trying to make it the game better, which is good, and half of the other people are going to Atlas, which is good. But then I don't know how that's going to work out, like if it's going to make like either of the sides suffer more because they don't have as many people working on it, or it might turn out well because it seems like they have been working on Atlas for the longest time, so it might be already like in like what's it called, post production, where like they're about to finish, they're basically ready to release. And I think there's some previews of it. I know there's like a little trailer for it that people have been seeing, and I think it looks pretty cool as it is right now, but hopefully it comes out really well, and hopefully it doesn't do anything like the last like Arc did, where it just had a shitty release and bad optimization, stuff like that. And I'm hoping that they can go back, half the company can go back and fix that on Arc, because I really like the game, and maybe they can improve on it with the visuals and all that. It just still to this day doesn't look that good, but maybe they can try to improve on it in some sort of way. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. So Anthem. Now what's going on with Anthem is that the developers are kind of talking more with the audience, the people that are going to play this game. They're releasing little videos showing them what's up, what's going on in the game, and that's pretty cool how it is, because you get lets you see what's going to be up and coming, what you're going to be able to play, any of that. And I hear that some of them are actually talking to some of the audience to maybe try to get help and like what people want to see inside the game, which is awesome because that's like a whole new approach. Well, maybe actually other companies have done that, where they ask the audience, hey, what would you like to see in the game? Maybe what we can improve on from what we have done right now, what you're seeing. That's amazing, I think. But the only thing is it's made from EA and BioWare, and you know how that's turned out. EA not the best company because of the whole greedy money, like cow, making a cow out of a video game and just milking it as dry as much as you can for the longest time, and then just tossing it out and just making a whole brand new one each time over, just so they can get as much money as they can. But it seems like is that it's looking good. The progress so far is looking good. People talking about it. Maybe you guys have seen some YouTube videos where they're like, "Oh, Anthem's looking good," or "Don't be afraid. The hype should be real." I've seen some of those videos, which, man, it kind of makes me scared because I don't know. There could be like a really good game here, and it could be really great, but what if it's just right when it's released, it does the whole Black Ops thing where like no microtransactions at release. It looks like an amazing game, and then after all the reviews have been put in and all that, then the microtransactions come in. Then all the money making like aspects, the microtransactions, all of them just come into the game and then just kind of take away from the main experience. Even if it's cosmetics only, I think that's not right because the microtransactions, the feature that should be in the game, which, well, actually, I don't think it should be in the game, but the one feature that they kind of take it out on purpose in the beginning, that way people can write good reviews and are like, oh, this game doesn't have microtransactions, so a bunch of people buy it, and then boom, they slide in the microtransactions, and then there you go. That's a bunch of the money making options, and that's what kind of sucks. Is that's what Black Ops did, and I didn't like that. Then I stopped playing ever since. I go back here and there, but anyway, but that's besides the point. Anthem is looking good, but who knows how it'll turn out. We can only know when the actual reviews come out. Maybe wait on it even after seeing maybe what if the microtransactions come in. Just wait on it, see what happens, and maybe from there you can make a decision whether you want to buy it or not. Finally, is Soldier Boy has made a console. Maybe if you guys, some of you guys have seen some of the videos that's been going around where people are reviewing this console, and it is absolute trash. There's nothing good about it. It's more like a little Raspberry Pi emulator type thing, but it's not even that good. And I don't even know what to say about it. It's just it's looking pretty bad. I'm guessing this is his little attempt at a little cash grab to try to get money off people who just the gamers and all that, just to try to get as much money as he can before it just dips out. But apparently he's kind of getting himself into a little corner because Nintendo is might be filing for a lawsuit or whatnot because some of the ROMs were stolen or like taken, because I know what Nintendo does is they crack down on the websites that not really sell the ROMs. They more offer the ROMs to be played on like an emulator as such as a PC. I know they crack down on those to try to limit those as much as they can. And basically the whole console is what has a bunch of those. Even the handheld one that he made, which is also garbage. Go look at the reviews. That is bad. But even that has the little ROMs, which they're all just downloaded into them, and they all kind of suck. It's not even made very well, so I wouldn't even go try and pre-order it. And I don't think you can even anymore. I don't think you can order one anymore at all. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you like this stuff, like the video. If you don't, dislike it, subscribe, please. That would help my channel. And tell me on anything I can improve on. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.